Thanks for joining us at 616 Toy Reviews. We're here looking at the new Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex. What do you say, guys? Has it finally happened? Finally, we all been waiting for this guy for a long time, and they finally sent him to us. Of course, they had to, get a couple dollars out of us. I'll tell you exactly how they did that when we see you back here in a minute. Welcome back to 616 Toy Reviews. This is Aaron here. We're looking at the Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex, number 59. First of all, I gotta say, an amazing figure. We've been waiting for him for a long time. And it's about time that he showed up. So, we start out with a little bit of the history of Captain Rex. He mostly came famous in the Clone Wars series. He's, of course, a main character inside of Clone Wars, and become to have a huge cult following amongst Star Wars fans, and is a guy that we've all been waiting for a long time. They've been, everybody's been waiting for this guy to be produced. And of course, they had to do something tricky to bring him out and to rake some extra dollars. They said he was going to be just an exclusive, and they put him out as a HASCON exclusive. And I think they might even have done an SDCC. I'm not sure about that, but they definitely put him out as a HASCON exclusive. And he sold out immediately, pretty much immediately. We were waiting to get one, and we couldn't even get in to bid on one or to buy one before they were all gone. So luckily for all of us fans, they re-released him. But of course, if you were the person who paid all that money up front, you got kind of got it handed to you a little bit. Especially if you bought it on the second market, thinking on the secondhand market, thinking that it was going to be something that was going to be limited and never re-released. So, anyways, here he is now. They re-released him in the Black Series, and he's still going for an expensive price. He's a really good figure. So let's start off with the articulation. He's got the upper shoulder joint. Obviously, he's got the twist joint at the upper arm. He's got is this a double? Yeah, he's got a double elbow joint. He's got a swivel and a pivot on his wrist. He's got the upper ball joints on his legs. He's got the double knee joint, and he's got a rocker foot. He doesn't have the swivel on his lower thigh though. Let's see. His head can move back. It can move forward. It can move side to side. The helmet fits on pretty snugly. Let's see. There's a little bit of you can manipulate his antenna like the 6 or 3 3/4 inch scale. His cape or his lower cape is made of cloth, which is really cool. The guns that he has fit inside of his holsters really nice and tight. They look good in his hands. They fit well into his hands. Gotta say, Captain Rex without those two guns is no Captain Rex at all. And it's nice that they made it removable and they had them fit so tightly in there. They both seem to fit pretty well in the hands. I mean, one of my main pet peeves is when they'll make a guy and the guns don't fit in his hands. Let's see. I guess I do see one thing I want to criticize though. In the second hand, the finger joint doesn't go out in the gun hand, or to be able to hold the gun. So that's kind of disappointing. Ultimately, he's got the bend in the torso. I think all the joints are right though, except that one lower joint. That's my only pet peeve, is that this bottom joint here doesn't go. They did a very good job on the wash and the sculpt though. The sculpting is really pretty dang good. They got an amazing details on this figure, and I like how they did the cloth cape especially. And then they had all of the markings on this guy up and down from all of his kills all over the place. The paint job is excellent. The paint wash is excellent. It definitely looks like the dirty version. Man, he's really an amazing figure all around. I gotta say, he's almost feels like they might have gone with a little bit of a cheaper plastic, but that just could be me. I'd have to feel him next to the older guys. But it looks excellent. Looks very, very perfect. Honestly, I've been waiting for Captain Rex for a long time, so it's nice to see one that really is standing out. So let's go through some comparisons. We'll start with Batman. Next to Batman, he's obviously right in scale. I mean, Batman was a tall guy. I don't know how tall Captain Rex is. I think Captain Rex is obviously based off of Jango Fett, and Jango Fett is supposed to be the perfect warrior size, so I don't know if that's tall or what, or medium. I'm not exactly sure. But Batman seems to fit right in with them. You got, let's see, Deadpool here from the Marvel Legends series. He's a little bit taller. Definitely will fit in perfect with a 6-inch Marvel Legends scale. We can show that again. But let's put it next to Jaina Solo. Another person from that same line. Obviously really close to the same size. She's a tad bit smaller. But they look really well together. They look like they go really well together. I think Captain Rex would pretty much work in any of the 6-inch scale lines, if you ask me. And of course, like I always say, certain 7-inch guys definitely would fit in. But I know 7-inch Star Wars guys definitely aren't gonna fit in. Those Unleashed guys. Anyways, so as far as a rating goes, I think we would rate him somewhere around. I have absolutely, just that one complaint. And so I'm going to rate him a 9 out of 10. I'm going to rate him a 9 out of 10. Because my one biggest complaint is that there is no lower joint right here. That really does kind of bother me. The more I think about it, the more it bothers me. It makes it so you can't really get a good position on him. But that's really all I can really complain about. I'd like to complain about more if I could. The face is an excellent face. It looks just like a clone. Looks just like Captain Rex. The color on his hair is right. I can't really think of anything to pick apart at all other than that one joint, which that says something. Oh, and then the hand, not having the other trigger finger, that bothers me. But I still wouldn't knock it a full point down for those two things. They're kind of small in the grand scheme of things. So I would say, I'd say like a 9 out of 10. I'd say it's a pretty solid figure all around. Especially adding the small details. If you look around the paint job, the details on this guy are just, they're just amazing. They did a very good job. So I guess thanks for tuning in to 616 Toy Reviews, and I will see you next time.